We're shaking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more Martin Gore solo material. And indeed, we're going back at long last to the 1989 Counterfeit EP. I do apologize, I've been very stop-start with the Martin solo material. I think I've only done like 3 reactions up to this point, and when I first started, I didn't understand that there was both a Counterfeit EP from 89 and a Counterfeit album, I think from 03, and it's like Counterfeit squared, essentially. So yeah, either way, I've been reacting to some Depeche Mode documentaries. I've reacted to 2 of them so far. The first one, the one for Speak and Spell, is up on my YouTube now. The one for A Broken Frame is now just on my Patreon for the next week or so, and then it's going to come over to YouTube. So yeah, ultimately, I've been enjoying reconnecting and seeing a lot more video than I've ever seen before with the early Depeche days. And ultimately, that reminded me that, you know, Martin's solo material and understanding the importance of him stepping up in a songwriting sense and not only taking advantage of some of the songs he'd already written, but just, you know, becoming the primary songwriter for the group. It reminded me that I need to come back to this. So yeah, shout out to Adam for making this material available. The next tune on the Counterfeit EP is Gone. That's it, just Gone. It's a single word title. Those tend to be tougher to get a read on, but you know, that's not to say that the word isn't meaningful. Obviously, gone means the absence of something or someone's presence. So whether that is a person, or whether that's an opportunity, or whether that's a particular configuration like the good old days and they're no longer here, they're long gone, it suggests, you know, by the very nature of the term time, the passage of time, because there's an implication that something used to be, you know, whatever the ontology of that is, whether it's, again, someone being something in another person's life, or just being alive, or, you know, an opportunity being there, but then eventually eclipsing once a certain threshold has been passed, time-wise, you know, conditions-wise. So yeah, I wonder what's gone. I wonder what the sentiment or attitude or emotion related to that absence is, and whether there's a longer narrative and this is only part of the story, or whether it's a snapshot in time now that someone or something is gone. Maybe none of this will be relevant. Let's find out. This is Martin Gore. The track is Gone, and it's from his 1989 Counterfeit EP. Very like tight and rigid and percussive, but his voice transcends that.
What happened to her? What happened to her?
I think we have our answer about
She got lost somewhere between
who is
there
gone.
and here, somewhere between so far, so near. She got lost somewhere between. What happened to her? He used to be so young. Used to be so young. Was
tune. It's number one. I'm really enjoying hearing his voice, which that's part of, what reconnecting with the first couple Depeche documentaries was making me think of. It's like, oh man, I always think of Dave first when I think of the vocals on Depeche Mode tunes, but I'm aware, there's a great number of tracks that are Martin tracks. So, yeah, ultimately I enjoyed his vocals, and I enjoyed, as I said, the contrast with, again, the rest of the tune is very tight and kind of frenetic and almost, like constricted and claustrophobic. But his vocals were very smooth and soaring, like they just were able to, transcend that sonic cage, effortlessly. So I enjoy the construction, the composition of the tune in terms of the balance of the contrast. And yeah, like, okay, so at first I was like, oh, so there's a woman and, no one knows what's happened to her. And then when it's like, he first started saying, like, what is his name? And it was like, oh, so wait, maybe there's, multiple missing people and, multiple people are gone. And maybe that's the essence of it. But then I was like, wait, maybe is it like something really dark, like, I don't know, a song about the Yorkshire Ripper or something. I know I went through Susie and the Banshee song that actually had that as subject matter, because it was like, oh, so if a woman disappeared, on her way from here to there, like, no one knows what happened, she just was suddenly gone, and then we're trying to figure out some guy's name, and it's like, oh, well, maybe it's because they didn't know who this attacker was. I feel like it's a less likely interpretation, but yeah, as I said, at first it was like, oh, so there's a guy missing, and he's not even identified, and then it was like, oh wait, well, but the lack of an identity could be something else in this context if the only person missing is the woman. So I'm not sure what's happening here. Either way, it sounds dark. It sounds like someone vanished, and perhaps their loved ones or other people were like, what, she's gone, like, no one knows, but she's just gone. So yeah, it wouldn't be surprising to me to know that a Martin tune, despite having a sort of soaring melodic element, actually deals with some very heavy emotions. Certainly tunes that he's involved with vocally in Depeche Mode, never mind lyrically, would fit that bill. So yeah, I'm curious to hear what people have to say about this. Once again, shout out to Adam for making this available. And yeah, hopefully, I'll get on a much more regular, I think it's been like 6 months or something. So the next Martin Gore reaction will come much more quickly than that, I promise you, even if it's a couple weeks from now. So in any case, do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.